Hello friends, welcome back to a fascinating video on Ashwa Old Coins, the Liberty half-dollar coin from 1971, also known as the Kennedy half-dollar, marks an interesting period in American coinage history. It is important to understand its history, context, and design changes throughout the years, particularly as it relates to its origins, the political and economic factors surrounding it, and its status today as a part of American numismatic heritage. The Liberty half-dollar in the form of the Kennedy half-dollar was first introduced in 1964, not 1971, but the coin continued to circulate and be minted throughout the following decades, including in 1971. In 1963, President John F. Kennedy was tragically assassinated, and as a result, a national desire emerged to commemorate his life and legacy. This led to the creation of the Kennedy half-dollar, which was designed by Gilroy Roberts, the chief engraver at the U.S. Mint at the time. The obverse front of the coin features a portrait of President John F. Kennedy, created by Robert F. Kennedy. The design was modeled after a photograph taken of Kennedy in 1961, and it reflects his youthful appearance and the vigor he brought to the American presidency. The inscription Liberty is located above the portrait, and In God We Trust is inscribed below it. The date of mintage, 1964, or any later year such as 1971, is located beneath the neck of Kennedy. The reverse of the coin, designed by Frank Gasparo, features a heraldic eagle with a shield on its chest, holding an olive branch in one talon and arrows in the other. The eagle is surrounded by the words United States of America and half-dollar. The reverse design is symbolic of strength and peace, which aligns with the themes of American patriotism and unity. In 1971, the Kennedy half-dollar saw significant changes in terms of the materials used in its production. Prior to 1971, the coin was made of 90% silver and 10% copper. However, due to rising silver prices and the increased cost of minting silver coins, the U.S. Mint switched the composition of the coin in 1971 to a clad composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This change was made to reduce the cost of producing the coin and to make it more affordable for the U.S. Mint. The change in composition caused the coin to appear differently. The new design was a sandwich of copper and nickel, with the outer layers of nickel and the inner core being copper. This type of coin is known as a clad coin. The Kennedy half-dollar minted after 1971 continues to have this composition. In 1971, the U.S. Mint produced the Kennedy half-dollar in high numbers, making it one of the more common half-dollar coins circulating during the time. The coins were minted at both the Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, and Denver, D Mint Mark facilities, and were distributed throughout the United States for general circulation. The uncirculated version, typically in grades of MS 60 and higher, e.g., MS 63, MS 65, holds a slightly higher value due to its pristine condition. As of current market trends, a 1971 Kennedy half-dollar in uncirculated condition generally ranges from $3 to $10. The specific value will depend on factors such as the grade of the coin, e.g., MS 65 or MS 70. The presence of any significant blemishes, and how well the coin has been preserved. Proof coins are specially minted using a different process that results in sharp details and a mirror-like finish. The 1971 proof coins were struck in limited quantities and produced with a higher level of craftsmanship. A 1971 proof Kennedy half-dollar typically holds more value compared to regular circulation strike versions. The current value of a 1971 proof Kennedy half-dollar can range from $8 to $15 or more, depending on its condition. Proof coins graded PF 69 or PF 70 can be more expensive, sometimes reaching prices of $25 or higher. While many of the Kennedy half-dollars were used for circulation, they were also collected by numismatists and investors due to their connection to the legacy of President Kennedy. However, the demand for half-dollar coins for everyday transactions began to decline in the 1970s as people preferred smaller denominations for everyday use. Consequently, the Kennedy half-dollar was gradually withdrawn from general circulation, and by the early 1980s, it was primarily used for coin collectors and special occasions. For collectors, The 1971 Kennedy half-dollar is not particularly rare, as it was minted in large quantities. However, it still has a place in numismatic history, particularly because of its role in the U.S. Mint's transition to clad coins. These coins are generally found in circulated condition, although uncirculated and proof coins exist in higher grades. The 1971 Kennedy half-dollar was minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, for the proof coins. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint are generally more highly sought after. Grade: coins graded higher, such as MS 65 or better, fetch a premium, especially if they show no signs of wear, scratches, or tarnishing. Packaging: proof coins are often stored in original government-issued packaging, which can influence their value. The 1971 S-proof Kennedy half-dollar is often sought after by collectors. This version was struck specifically for collectors and features a higher quality finish, with a reflective surface. Proof coins were made at the San Francisco Mint and can be found with a special S mint mark. In terms of value, while the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar is not generally rare, it can still have some numismatic value depending on its condition, especially the proof versions. The value of these coins is largely tied to the collector market, and they may be valued at a premium over their face value if they are in high grade, uncirculated, or proof condition. As of today, the Kennedy half-dollar remains a part of U.S. coinage, though it is rarely used in circulation. The U.S. Mint continues to produce Kennedy half-dollars primarily for collectors, and the coin remains an important symbol of President Kennedy's legacy. In 1971, the switch to the clad composition helped make the half-dollar a more practical coin in terms of minting cost, but it also reflected broader shifts in U.S. coinage policy as the country moved away from precious metals in regular coinage. The Kennedy half-dollar has also continued to be issued in special sets, including for commemorative events related to Kennedy's legacy. Over the years, it has come to represent not just the memory of a president but also a moment in time when the U.S. Mint adapted to changing economic conditions. The 1971 Liberty half-dollar, more accurately known as the Kennedy half-dollar, was a turning point in the history of U.S. coinage. It symbolizes both a tribute to the late President John F. Kennedy and a response to the evolving financial and material needs of the U.S. Mint. Though no longer in widespread circulation, it remains an important coin for collectors and continues to honor the memory of one of the most revered figures in American history. The 1971 Kennedy half-dollar's clad composition set the stage for subsequent issues of the coin, which would continue to be issued for decades, primarily for collectors and commemorative purposes.